We have about a little over 100 employees at the Bismarck location. We are a Chevrolet dealer. We have had a lot of the same long-term employees. That's probably something we're well known for. A lot of times people start their career with us and end it with us. They'll retire. Have a nice base of the same people we've always had here. I've kind of grown up with a lot of these people here and at the dealership, and they've kind of grown up with me and watched me grow up and watched me make mistakes and helped me try to figure out the right path. My father bought the dealership in 1983, became the dealer I think in 1984. It had been in this location, on the north location, for just about 18 months when he purchased the dealership from a group called Tierney Chevrolet. And he had owned it until he passed away just about 6 years ago. After that, I became the dealer less than 6 months after his passing. I had been here for just about 20 years before he passed, so I worked with my father most of my life. We are a full line dealership with Chevrolet, so we sell everything that's Chevrolet, cars and trucks. We also do a full line in service, which is getting to be an unusual thing. We have not only our standard service department, we have quick lube, we have reconditioning, and we have our parts department. We also have a body shop, which a lot of car dealerships don't have anymore, but we've found it to meet our customer needs and to be that one-stop type shop for customers, that we really need the body shop, and we have a great body shop. It's always worked well for us. It's not something that I've ever thought about getting rid of. Where I think some dealers don't understand body shops, and I guess I've always been lucky enough to empower managers who get it. Not always is a car purchase or having your vehicle serviced a pleasant experience for people. We try to make it low-keyed, no stress. We try to make it easy on our clients and customer base. It's not fun having your vehicle in service. It's just not for most people. So we try to make that pain-free. We don't always succeed with that, but we try to make it an easy experience for customers. To purchase a vehicle here, we're very low-keyed, we're very low pressure. We just ask if, hey, is this the right fit for you? Is this the right vehicle that you would like to have? Does it work for what your family needs are, your business needs are? At times I think that maybe hurts us a little bit, as we're not as aggressive as maybe some of our counterparts out there. But I think it's always been my style. There's no sense pushing someone into something that they're not comfortable with. They need to make a solid, sound decision. It's the next biggest purchase next to your home. I met Bill Gross many, many years ago with my father. He had joined in helping Farm Rescue, I think almost as soon as Bill had come up with the concept. And so I met Bill through my father many years ago, and it's just something that we've always done. We found it important to do. And if we can help out in some small way, we thought we'd be able to do that. Farming is, for us as an industry, as a car industry, we have two big sectors of people that we sell to, or groups, and farming has always been our backbone in the car business. We always have sold a great deal of vehicles and serviced a great deal of vehicles with farmers. Oil has just the oil industry has just come on later. So we've always said we don't want to forget our core base. Our core base is, of course, not only our community here in Bismarck, but we've always done well with farmers and always had a great reputation with them. Over the years, we've had anybody that's close, and Farm Rescue has been gracious enough to call and say, hey, we have a family here of need that we will be helping. Do you want to send some volunteers? Would you like to? Or at times we have known some of the people that Farm Rescue has helped, and if it's close to anywhere we can get to, we try to get out and help and do what we can. It's one thing to donate your money, but it's another thing to donate your time. Your time is as valuable as money. It can very well be, and I guess I'm a big believer in that. And sometimes things, I think, and particularly with farmers, they're such a proud group of individuals that they don't at times ask for help. And I think when you can graciously lend a hand to someone who needs it today, it might not be somebody you know, and it might not be you, but you may need that help somewhere down the line. And I think when you live in North Dakota, I think you realize not everything is to benefit you. I think sometimes it's somebody else, but someday you might be that recipient of it. And I think that's kind of the values that we grow up with here in North Dakota. It's always nice to help somebody when they need it. because it always comes back to fill your cup back up or to help you somewhere along the line. It's kind of a giving type area that we grow up in here. And I know they have massive amounts of volunteers that help, and I think that's wonderful. It's amazing to me. We're proud people here. We don't ask for help. And I think years ago, I think before an organization like Farm Rescue came about, neighbors were at times seeing other neighbors needed help and they would just help. And now I think because farmers, some of them have gotten bigger and you don't notice what your neighbors are necessarily doing, or you don't hear at the local grocery store that so-and-so broke their leg or so-and-so had a heart attack or someone passed away and they need help here or there. People don't, what's so interesting is as we can communicate so quickly with people, sometimes we're so distant at times from people. I think so we miss that one-on-one connection, that talking to people live. And I think it's hard for people to turn and say, hey, I need some help and I need it right now because of my family, my health, my things have just kind of maybe fallen apart here for me. But just to watch from one vehicle and a couple of sponsors on the side of a truck to, I'm not certain there's much more room on that truck anymore, but I'm sure there can be. But to watch some of that and to watch it blossom to the other end of our state and to watch it expand and to hear how many people volunteer and to watch clips on the national news about it and to catch a clip on the local station or on the radio station that this is where they're at today or this is what's going on. It's wonderful. I think it's really kind of a cool thing because let's not forget, this is the group of individuals that have really held our state together, and they've been the backbone of our state since its existence. Farmers are a big group of what makes up North Dakota. And I'd like to never forget that. I think that's kind of an important thing for me. I love the fact that we're still a little bit rural, and I love the fact that this organization came out of North Dakota. What a cool thing. It's really kind of a neat thing. Bill, and I'm sure Bill's not one of those people, but I bet once in a while he just grins from ear to ear and says, look at what we just did. I think that's really kind of a cool thing. And it's been nice to help in any way that we can.